Welcome to NTR Takeout. More updates on Israel and Lebanon as the ceasefire takes place. Please be sure to like the video, share if you like, and subscribe to the channel.
Israel and Hezbollah exchanged heavy fire until the very last moment. But from early this morning, the skies were quiet for the first time in more than a year. Despite official warnings that it's still too dangerous to go home, thousands of displaced Lebanese strapped their belongings onto their cars and headed south, almost as quickly as they'd fled the violence. Mohammed Al-Arni returned with his family to this, peace in his city and the knowledge he's lost everything. As long as we're safe, he said, possessions can always be replaced. Across the border, Israelis evacuated from the north in Kiryat Shmona were also reeling from the losses of war. This home was hit just last night, a couple of hours before that ceasefire came into effect. Even as we entered the city, we heard two outgoing explosions. People are worried here that the truce won't hold. Oshri and Yuval Levy haven't been home for over a year. They've come to pack up their things and never return. I don't want to raise my children here, Yuval said. I'm scared to stay at home alone with them. Nothing is over, said Oshri. Hezbollah can come back at any minute. There is distrust on both sides. It's going to be a tense 60-day wait to see if the ceasefire holds. This deal has revived hope for a Gaza ceasefire, but Nancy, a former Israeli military intelligence officer told us he's convinced Israel will not be leaving the Palestinian territory for a very long time.
Ceasefire was only about 24 hours old, and you mentioned yesterday that one of the important details would be to see.
The Israeli military says Hezbollah violated that ceasefire, and according to Reuters, the IDF is claiming suspects, some in cars, approached some restricted areas in southern Lebanon, prompting them to fire on them. Lebanese security sources say Israeli tank fire has hit at least 6 areas within that border strip.
Zain, what, if anything, are Hezbollah officials saying about these reports of a resumption of Israeli fire despite the ceasefire?
Well, Hezbollah officials have been speaking. Mostly they've been speaking about how they give deference to the Lebanese armed forces for moving into areas in the south of the country to monitor Israeli activities, to basically take the lead in terms of maintaining security during this ceasefire. With regards to their criticism of Israel, it is unsurprising that they've been accusing Israel of not holding to the ceasefire. Israel has been doing the same of parties in Lebanon. But
will the ceasefire hold? Apparently not. Apparently it's already been broken. But I don't know what you expected on the second day of the ceasefire.
So that entire ceasefire thing between Israel and Hezbollah, where Israel has violated it since the ceasefire, who is surprised by that? Yeah, it was also now Israel can concentrate even more on attacking Palestine. You can see the images over the past couple days, 2 days really, massive payloads being dropped into refugee camps, destroying entire areas. We have footage of Israeli soldiers firing at ambulances, clearly demarcated as ambulances, the very few ambulances they have in Palestine. They've continued to cut off the north of Palestine, where basically they have colonized everywhere north of a certain area, and have been basically trying to kill as many people as they can there whilst preparing the area for settlement. It's very clear they were losing the fight against Hezbollah and were so desperate to stop that fighting that they agreed to only a 60-day ceasefire. This isn't a permanent ceasefire, so I think after 60 days, they're going to try and basically colonize Gaza within 60 days and then turn their attention back to Lebanon and start colonizing the south of Lebanon again. But obviously that is my assumptions. But yeah, Israel has just seemingly intensified their attacks on Palestinians, and after clearly losing against Hezbollah, they are going to take that all out on the Palestinian people.
لك كبير. طلع بشنو انبسطنا كتير.